Hi everyone, you're watching FX. In this video I'm going to make technical analysis for the coming week. We will have a look at main pairs, also we'll have a look at Bitcoin, and I will try to share with you my ideas of where to place the orders, possible entry points, of course, as usual. This week I had few trades, and some of them were profitable and some of them had some losses, but most of them I actually already recovered with the loss recovery system which I use in my EA. And those trades pretty much were during the news event with Euro and some European pairs I have been trading. And like I'm saying always, guys, with the news you need to be really careful, right? Because you would expect, it's just the usual thing. So now let's start with Euro-Dollar and see what happened and what I'm expecting this week. So first of all, like last week I told you guys, I was seeing pretty much all the pairs that more bearish compared to dollar, and dollar a little bit more bullish, and that's exactly what happened this week. First, Euro was sitting in a little bit of flat consolidation area, and then at the end of the week it's actually finally dropped. So one of the expectations, just as I was telling you, I had a trade here, guys. This is where I was placing the orders during the news events, and like I told you, I was expecting jumps ups and downs, so I warned you. That's why I'm saying if you have very small accounts, possibly do not trade on news events. And so basically, if for example you would not go for it and then just look for like usual way of trading, so you see it would have been creating a nice little channel, had a little pin, and then you could have just place sell pending order from this level, and possibly a pending order from this level just in case if you would think that it might turn around. So pretty much, or you don't really think about it, like, you know, doesn't matter, right? But as I was telling you, I saw it a little bit more bearish. So that would have been pretty much a normal situation to place the orders and how to use the strategy in a bit bigger time frame. To be honest, guys, that's what I'm saying. During the summer months, I prefer to trade very rarely and looking for like really good opportunities. For example, not go for those small ones. I only went for the small because on news event I told you I will be trading news events. But next time, you know, it could have been just one trade, straight away profitable one. But like I'm saying, big accounts, smaller lots, no problem. Small accounts, need to be careful, very risky. So that's why I was saying, guys, bear in mind money management, okay? So yeah, look at this, what I'm expecting now. There will be news this week and FOMC, and I think a lot of concentration will be around those news. Before that, possibly the markets will consolidate, or maybe will have a bit of recovery, the losses they got from this week. I mean, like Euro, you see, dropped. So pretty much I would expect from here, maybe it will go a little bit of correction, right, before the news event, and then it will have another good move. Unless, of course, they will not tell us anything in those news, and then it could be again messy movement. So we will see. I quite possibly will, if I will be able to, I will try to send a screenshot of my trades, like where I will be placing them. So, and you can join again. It's a Telegram channel which is Jana FX. You can find links in the description under this video. So from here, guys, that's what I'm expecting. Either maybe with that drop, it will continue down, and maybe it will break and stay in this area. That would be a good area. If not, quite possibly it can go just a little bit further because of this trend channel, and we have this support level. And then we will see what afterwards. It might break a little bit and go further down, or just sit here before the news. So we'll see. I'm expecting possibly this area. If not, so I'm telling you all this, my ideas, what I'm expecting when the pair goes in one or another place and what I'm going to do. So from here, if it's not going to go anywhere near down, I will be seeing if it will give maybe a bearish flag. Okay, so of course if it would be bearish flag, then I would be probably placing only orders to sell. But again, if it's going to be before the news, then I will be placing orders both directions, because the bearish flag might end up not bearish flag. So we will see if it will go somewhere in the middle. And of course the other point I can see, if it might have a jump completely and maybe going back into this area, or just slightly underneath this level somewhere around here, that would be next possible area to place the orders, okay? But still at this moment it is a bearish channel, and there is no signs of changing the direction. So I would look at it as still as a continuation of the downtrend. is looking just technical view, okay, without any news coming. So that's it for now for euro dollar. So I have no trades at this moment, no entry points, so waiting time. Pound dollar, exactly the same situation. It's stuck in this flat channel again another week. Just I warned you, it will be, because opening or no opening of pound will be a week after this week, but because next week, what, 21st is going to be what, Tuesday or something, so they probably will give us something this week, and that will make pound to move. There are also the Brexit news this week, and they were quite negative. So what I see, guys, if there will be no reopening on 21st of June, and also those bad Brexit will have double minus, so I would presume pound can have a very, very big drop, like huge drop. If there will be reopening, forgetting about Brexit, they can say at any moment, it could be unexpected. So if nothing happens during this weekend, anytime it can happen next week. But they also FOMC still, right? So it could be again messy week, but I will be placing my orders definitely. I probably will be placing bigger take profits, but I'm definitely going to use my recovery system, because I do expect I could catch quite a few losses before I will recover it. So that's why I'm expecting that possibly the lot size can grow quite a lot. But I'm expecting, if it's not going to this week, then definitely will be next week move. But I'm still kind of thinking that 90% of me, that the big move is going to happen this week. So you see, but if they will say something good this week about reopening, announcement, I don't know, official announcement, then it could be a really huge move up. But I think it's going to be limited because of those Brexit news, you see. So that's what I'm saying. If actually we're going down with all those news, I think it's going to be very, very big move. And I think it's going to be easier just every time it goes goes down, a bit of correction, straight away I would be looking to sell, top up to sell. If it's going to jump up and then going to have recovery, then I wouldn't be in a rush to buy because of those Brexit news. You see, that's why I think it could be just a temporary big move up, and then concentration on what is going on with Brexit. You see, guys, of course, if the positive, double positive news, then a huge move up, and every time it will be going on correction, topping up and buy. So I think there are good opportunities going, but still be careful, right? Okay, so that's why, guys, at this moment with this uncertainty, I would be looking, I don't want to place orders at this moment, because what can happen, because there is still nothing at this moment, from here the pound can jump down like it was here and then come back again. So that's why I want to wait a little bit. If nothing happens during the weekend, see what's going to happen on Monday, a little bit listen the news, what they're talking about it. Maybe they will tell us when it's going to be an official announcement or something. Some ideas. I mean, of course, it could be leaked information. That another risk to miss a good move. But like I'm saying, if we kind of going to get this, then we can top up or at least jump in when it will have a correction. Okay, so that's why we will see. But I don't really want to miss pound to get out from this big channel. I don't want to miss it. I mean, it could be a gap, of course. So we will see. Anyway, so that would be my first area. So if a little bit of consolidation here, no jumps from the channel, then I will be placing orders at this, of course, at this area. So if it will go somewhere in the middle once again, I'm going to place the orders in the middle. Doesn't matter where it will go, I'm going to place the orders, and then because it could be unexpected news. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to risk it at this moment, so that's why I'm telling you guys I will wait. It's like I'm saying, it's possible to risk and place already orders, but I think it's a little bit too early. So hopefully not too late, but a little bit too early. We will see. So that's my ideas with pound, guys. Dollar Canadian also, I draw that channel. We have expectation of dollar Canadian go up, jump out from this wedge, and it did exactly what expected. Just a little bit was messy before, and then continue the way up. So I think also it could possibly wait for this FOMC. Technically looking, of course, maybe we'll go a little bit higher in here, consolidate, and then drop again inside this channel for correction, okay, for corrective movement. Then, of course, at the same time, it might just fall, who knows. But, okay, my entry point would be if it goes in here, that's where I'm going to place the orders. Of course, if, for example, looking at before the news event, before the FOMC, if it starts in here, it's very small. You see, it could be like 40 pips move. It might move just a little bit. That's why I'm not sure if I want to jump into the trade before the news happening. So that's why I will see. If it's going to be nice and smooth in here, that's the area. If it's just going to, go down slowly, maybe it will go into this area, then I'm going to look and place the orders in this area. So that's why at this moment with dollar Canadian I'm waiting, but at this moment it does show a bullish move, okay, a little bit of the bullish, just as expectation we had. So yeah, so as you can see, guys, from here it quite easily continued the way up, but I think the news are going to do the job, because at the same time it might go back and then again to sit in this area, because I don't know, summertime, nothing else coming in. We will see. Yeah, okay, Australian dollar, it's also continued the way down as expected. I had a little bit, see, I got into the trade with Australian dollar because of here. I was expecting as a bearish. I told you I see it as a bearish, and I was placing my order sell here. It went down but didn't get me that small 10 pips profit which I was showing you. I was placing in the EA. You see it jumped back up, got a bit of a loss, and then came back. So I have covered some of the losses already with it. So actually pretty much if I will close all my trades right now, I will be in profit, but I'm still keeping it open, and let's see if it will finish it, or maybe it will turn around before, like I'm saying, news. It might not go anywhere, but at this moment it looks bearish, and of course technically looking, I would expect this continue the way down. Before that, of course, it might go for a bit of correction. So for example, if I'll be looking for new possible entry points, if it will go like giving me a little bit bearish flag, then of course I can place my order here, sell, and see it continue the way down, which could be stopped by this level. So it could be stopped a little bit higher than that bottom, right? And of course, if it will not break down, then it would be more, maybe it will be changing the direction, because Australian dollar is also in a 50-50 situation, up and down. In a bigger time frame, you can see that channel is still sits inside it, so that's why it can easily go up. At the same time, we do have two tops, two bottoms. It can continue the way down. So you see at this moment it's can't pick the direction. So that's why I went for the smaller trades, and should have just gone for here, you see, for example. But anyway, it doesn't matter now. So if it will go down in this area, that could be much better. If it will go back in here, because good distance again go to that level, and at the same time a good distance to go down and further. In here, guys, if it will actually jump back, like go and like, sit, consolidate, give a bit of a bottom, maybe go a little bit lower and try to come back in here, then of course I would be more towards that it could possibly actually change in the direction, going a little bit like this, right? And trying to get back in uptrend. But at this moment there is nothing, and it's still looking as a bearish. Okay, so until we will see what this bottom, where it's going to give us that bottom. So dollar yen also not kind of given the direction. I mean, yeah, you see two tops, and now it gave us another bottom. Previously it's closed a little bit higher, but you see dropped just a little bit, didn't go too far, then jumped up, and pretty messy. Okay, so, and you see, guys, with this possibility, you see it going down, going up, it could end up as a diamond pattern. So diamond pattern would mean from here we're going up to here, and then from there we're going back down, maybe possibly in here, then going back in again, something like this, and then afterwards actually finally drop, right? That would be diamond pattern. It's a bigger picture and a bigger a longer time. I mean, it easily can go into something like this if there still will be uncertainty. I will not be excluding this. At the same time, my favorite, well, not favorite, but another pattern, I call it myself as a fish. So if it will just sit in here, and it might just actually jump back up, continue the uptrend channel, uptrend trend. Okay, so moving higher. So we will see, but like you see at this moment, this is where we start, and that's what it's like I'm saying, this is what it looks like. A little bit, and then it can just continue the way down. So again, slightly more towards the looking like bearish, yeah, and at the same time this one is still an uptrend corrective channel, which can break out and go up. So for the possible entry points, what I will be looking for, again, possibly go into a bit higher or sit in this area, right? So it might just sit in here and wait for the news. Then I'm going to place orders here and expecting it either go up that way or breaking it and go down, right? If it goes, for example, we'll decide to go down here, so then I will be looking at possible entry points around here somewhere. So that's quite easy. At this moment, nothing, just waiting. I mean, I don't want to, okay, I could have a look. Do I want to place from here? You see, it's very small channel. It's a little bit risky because at this moment, if nothing, it can make just those little movements, and I'll just, I'll rather just wait for those big news and do a nice trade, catch a nice movement, then stuck in something, I don't know. So pound yen did exactly as expected. It's in downtrend channel, corrective downtrend channel in big uptrend channel, right? So I think pound yen also not going to make big movements until something happens with the news, and this will be perfect area if it's actually will just sit in here, and from there, of course, I'm expecting big movements, right? So either up, so it's probably about 200 pips at least. Could be, of course, it might just jump up, a little bit correction, continue, the same down, correction, and continue. So we will see. But what I'm going to do is the same. I'm going to wait for opening of the market and what's in the air, what's on Monday. And like I'm saying, I don't want to place sell here at this moment because it can jump down and come back. At the same time, of course, it can continue the way down. So we will see. If it's stuck in this area, in the middle, whatever, so I will be placing my orders. I will be placing anyway and waiting for those unexpected moves, okay? If it, of course, going down, so then we will see, and where it will go, who knows, it can. Then I will be placing orders obviously here. But at this moment, I'm looking at this area. And of course, if it will jump up, then I will also look what to do and why it would do so. Because if there is nothing, will be out there. There is no way it's going to make big moves. So that's why I'm still waiting and not placing the orders just yet. Euro pound, I had trades also. I sent the screenshot. Had a really nice trade here. We're a little bit high. It's a sell and got this movement. And you see again, it didn't break the level because it's obviously waiting for those news with pound. And also I don't want to place any orders. If it will just sit in here, that would be my pretty much area to play with, and placing the orders also pending on the buy, would be pending on the sell. And I think, like I'm saying, with the pound news, it could be also a good move on euro pound. So at this moment, I don't want to risk it and place anything here, because like I'm saying, it might not be this week. It still could be this week messy and then next week, but I still think it could be this week. So yeah, waiting time a little bit for pound, euro pound. Gold had really nice trades with it on a smaller time frame. 1 hour chart, you see this is where I was placing all the buy paintings. Here was a bit sell, so I had a trade here when it jumped up and then trade down. And could have been actually nice trade here, but like I'm saying, I don't watch it pretty much every day these days, from time to time. But what we have now, so gold is, I was saying, I see it's still bearish, even though it was trying to go up, but you see it didn't go higher than the previous top. And it's actually broke the previous kind of bottom. Slightly a little bit higher, but we have a week here and here. So I still see technically, possibly it will consolidate here or just break this level and continue the way down. That would be technically still inside the downtrend channel. Yeah, so that would be my first possible entry point. But again, gold might sit and wait for those news of FOMC. Okay, and might not make big moves, or could end up very messy, ups and downs, and that's why I don't know if I want to go again in the trades before the news. So we will see. But this would be a good area for it. So basically, what else possibly could be here? If it will go like, and give a little bit like bearish flag, then would be a little bit more towards that continue the way down. If it will just sit in here, then either direction from here, it could either go up or continue the way down. Still at the same time, a little bit more towards down, because it actually came back into here. Yeah, I think with FOMC, if they will be negative, positive for dollar, negative obviously for gold, I think gold can go even further down. at this moment, because you see, I mean, here it's, I mean, at the same time, if there is nothing they're going to say specifically in not going to make a good move, it could end up as a triangle. Okay, so a little bit as a triangle. It's not a double top. It would be nice if it would have a second top a little bit higher, and it would be more like a double top. At this moment, it could end up as a triangle, and then you know, like whatever triangle, and then still like wait for something else, and then the triangle will be broken. So and again, it could be either continue the way up, or it could break and go back inside this channel, which is still quite an uptrend channel, but it might just go down and then give us another bottom somewhere around here, and then try to go continue the way up again, depends, or maybe even trying to break and go inside even this channel, who knows, right? At this moment it's just well, nothing as much, I would say. Yeah, it's more bearish, but with the news it could be all changing the directions, okay? Because at the same time it's still it's still continuing the way up, but still not breaking 1919. So we will see, but like I'm saying, there are still possibilities. We'll be waiting for possible entry points. Okay, so a little bit of oil, guys. It's still continued to way up this week, except you see it's created this pin. I think I should like go and cover it. I mean, I understand that it's still keep going with the a little bit positivity, right? But I'm just I don't want to like, you know, suggest anything at this moment, because it's, I don't know, I'm saying maybe some news needs to do something about it, because look, it's been going for so long and still didn't have a good correction. So that's why I would be definitely waiting for some correction and then continue the way up. I mean, at the same time, of course, well, it's oil, you see, it gives big moves, and so it might go even higher to this level. So I don't know, like you see, if you go price range like what, 75, it can go like here 77 even, like I mean, it can easily do so. But if there are news like positive, and this previous top, which is about 77, let's say, so yeah, I can see it can easily do so. But on a longer time frame, it's inside this uptrend channel. I mean, I think I can remove this downtrend one, and but it's so like on this edge, like I'm saying, it can jump back up and even further, or go down. Because of it's been going so long, I would be just looking more go for it to a little bit going down. I don't know, I still think a little bit more certainty with opening in the UK. I think UK is like kind of like first, like a leader of this COVID situation, vaccination, and I think it's more like going to be positive if it will reopen. If it's not going to reopen, I think it's going to be like a more negative for the whole world also, and that's what it might also affect oil, and then it might drop those news. I think the positive news for pound can also still move oil, because that would be like a signal for the other countries that we kind of beat it, and we are open and getting better in the world economy, right? So if UK will do it, I think the other countries will start to ease, and then go oil might continue that way up. So unless there are of course news. So that's like kind of my vision, but like I wouldn't go into it. I mean, there are some other opportunities, but for those who are trading it, that's how I see it. I think a little bit more looking into around what is happening in England. Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, I don't know, one of the viewers writing me comment like, I'm not saying where it's going to go exactly. Well, I don't know how you not understand and not listening to me. Listen, guys, more attentively. I'm saying to you that the strategy I use doesn't require to know exactly where it's going to go, but I'm always telling you my thoughts if it's like more bearish or more bullish. Like I was telling you that Bitcoin, I see at this moment as a bearish, okay? I have said to you in the first video I made this year, and previous video, and in this video I'm telling you I still see it as bearish. But okay, but we're always waiting for possibility, because it's going to be whole week, and during that week what we're expecting, what can happen, and how you can use what can happen to trade it. Because if you're trading it, right, at this moment we're not talking to look into a long-term trading, I'm talking about a short-term trading, right? And so because you can't do long-term, because any news can change direction with. So, and once again, you see guys, so this is where I told you where you can place your order. So I told you that's the level. You can place sell order from that, okay, pending order sell. And that's where it was a little channel for you that was also bearish. So you could have placed here a little bit. You see it's broke a little bit and then started to consolidate underneath. So that way you could have created it. And here's your move. You could have made some profit with it. So look what is happening now. It's still looking bearish, okay? So yes, I was telling you that what I was expecting first, if it will give us a double bottom, it didn't. It went into a bit of a triangle. Now it's broken. So it didn't go all the way underneath this level. It started to do it a little bit earlier and going into this little bit of the downtrend channel. So we see at this moment, if you look at this channel, it's definitely a downtrend, because you have top lower and lower, and the bottom is also, this was a little bit higher, but I mean, okay, we're not talking about these weeks, but still the bottoms of the candles, even though that was a little bit higher because of the triangle, now it's a little bit lower. So it's kind of looking like a bit of a downtrend channel, right? At the same time, it can change the direction at any moment. But this moment, yes, we're looking at it like this. Would I go into like sell straight away here? No, of course I wouldn't, because like I'm saying to you, is my strategy, I wait for a little bit more confirmation, for a little bit more consolidation or a pattern, which gives you a little bit more idea what to do. But you can place the orders both directions. Yes, you can catch this bad trade, but if you're using recovery system, you cover it. Okay, so what's happening in here, for example, on a bit of a smaller time frame. So you see we broke this triangle, let's say, it went down, it came back, and so now because it's low, yes, of course, I see technically we should continue the way down, okay, we should still continue the way down. And how would I see it? So where I would go, for example, here I wouldn't go straight away. So let's see and wait, because it might just sit in here, right? So we have a little bit of situation here. It might just stuck in here, and who knows, they might have some news or anything else. And then from here, it might change the direction. It might go actually and jump up, okay? It might jump up from here, and it still wouldn't mean that we are an uptrend channel. It just might be some reaction on whatever, anything, right? And from here, right, wherever it might go higher, lower from here, then it might go back down. And so when it will go back down, and if it's not going to break here and stuck in here and start to consolidate a little bit higher, then it would be more like 90% chances that, okay, we are starting to go into a uptrend channel, in an uptrend direction, right? Then I would be thinking like that. At this moment, no, because this is just looking like another top, okay? So that's why here, for example, I would wait for this to sit and consolidate. Of course, if, for example, here it will just go something and give like, I don't know, like a little bearish again, like this, something like a bearish, still, even if it will give a bearish, it might still go down and stop by this level. You see, it might end up in this a bit of a triangle and this a little bit of consolidation area, okay? So it quite easily can do so. So at the same time, it might go in further down, okay? So you can use, for example, Fibonacci levels, right? So I don't use them because I already like have them in mind. I can see them without even drawing. So for example, you see here, pair might go and stop at any of those levels. Usually it's like quite nice ones and strong ones, 61, 78. So for example, we'll go to this area and started to sit here, right, in the middle between this, and you know, like give a little pin again and come back. Then you could possibly again look into a moving up, okay? But once again, it might not be a big move. If it's just, we're talking about technical view, okay? So if how we play with this channel and what to expect. You see, going down a little bit here, consolidate, going up a little bit more, again breaking out from here and continue the way down, who knows, right? or at the same time if it sits in here and then come back in here and start to sit around there, then it can go and try to break out through this channel once again. So you see guys, that's why there is no way you can say 100%. Yes, technically we are bearish. Technically we are bearish and there are no signs of bullish just yet. And there is nothing in the news coming out at this moment. So that's why this is just a waiting time. Wait for it, and then we will see where, like I'm saying, where to place those orders and what to expect next. So that's my view, guys. That's how I look at it and analyze it, and then I decide where to place the orders and what to do. So if you like the video, of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I see you in my next video. Happy trading, everyone. Bye.